Kenny again. Welcome back to my channel. I'm glad to have you. Today's video, we're gonna go over freestyle, specifically how to freestyle or how to make your freestyle better. I have a previous video on this that's gonna be linked somewhere around, but I decided just to do an updated one or one that's a little bit more detailed so it can help you guys better, okay? Okay, so step one, you want to choose a song, or if you can't choose a song, choose a playlist. So here are some of my playlists. The top three I made, I have Mindless Flows, Kenny Trap, and SNS. So Kenny Trap is kind of self-explanatory. Mindless Flows are kind of like songs that I listen to that have a beat that you don't really listen to the words, like the lyrics, but the beat just keeps going and going and going. Something that's nice and smooth just to dance to. And then I also have SNS, which is slow and steady. So a lot of slow songs, a lot of sexy songs, sensual songs. Some of them are fast, some of them are slow, mostly slow. But every song is your favorite song when your name is Kenny. So what happens is I try to find one song I haven't listened to in a while, or I just press shuffle and then play a song. And worst case scenario, if I can't find any song, then I just go to my Spotify home screen, scroll. Usually I like to look at maybe Channel X or R&B. Sometimes they play like new songs or newer songs, and then I just press play and just let the playlist rock out and try my best to move to whatever is playing. When you start with your freestyle, I'll say start simple, nothing too crazy. So let's say I don't know what to do, I'm gonna just walk. So I'm walking. This seems kind of boring or lame, but there's a method to my madness. So you're walking, maybe change your hand position, maybe walk with no hands, maybe walk backwards, maybe change your hand positioning, hook, maybe switch as you walk. Okay, I'm switching. So all we just did was walk, right? So we turned a regular walk and then we increased the, what can I say? We increased, sheesh. Let's just go with value. We increased the value of the walk. So we went from low to high by just walking, okay? So boom, starting your freestyle, now you have different walking variations and options. Now let's add a pirouette, right? Love me some pirouettes. So same thing, pirouette, you turn, whoo, turn. Little dizzy there. So you can keep walking, step, pirouette, step, pirouette, step. Maybe do a half turn, shimmy, okay? Maybe change your hand for your pirouette. Maybe two hands. Maybe switch directions, maybe passe, maybe low. So you see how many different variations I did with a pirouette? So that's why I say start simple and then build from there. You can do this with each basic or beginner-ish move. And when you feel more comfortable doing them separately, then you can add them all together. So for me, it would look like this: walk, pirouette, hook, and that's it. All I did was walk and pirouette. Another good freestyle tip is to give yourself prompts. So you can research prompts. Some teachers have other prompts. Prompts are just ways to help you find better movement or like a guide. So let's say I did this prompt a while ago. I danced with my eyes closed with a blindfold, right? Pretend I have the blindfold on, I don't have it on. but I'm walking, looking for the pole. Maybe I lose the pole. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to the floor. I can't find the pole. Maybe find ways to get back to the pole. Gently move around. Oh my gosh, I can't see. Okay, here's the pole. You see, I found the pole. Stroke it up. Now I'm back on. Maybe pirouette. Maybe walk away. Try to find the pole again. So just things, little things like that. It doesn't have to be that extreme, but it can literally be anything. As little as just touching the pole with your booty and nothing else. My next freestyle tip is to cross train or cross watch. Train if you're feeling very active, watch if you're feeling kind of lazy, like me. And what do I mean by that? So train another sport, train like dance. It doesn't necessarily even have to be a movement type of training. It can be like writing in a journal, reading in a book, going for a walk in the park, just looking at the sky. Things that can get your brain flowing and giving you ideas of something different. So for me, I have a ballet background, but I really do love ballet. So I like watching other dancers. So a lot of passe, watching hand movements, body movements, chest movements, maybe where to look, how to point, how to extend, contract, etc. That's just a ballet example, but it literally could be anything. Oh, maybe something, if you're more Caribbean, shout out to y'all, I'm Haitian. If you want to add a little wine, if you want to add a little drop, what else we do? A lot of sass. You can add that into pole. So some other freestyle tips that I'm pretty sure I had in my last video, well, I hope I did, was choosing 3 moves and repeating those moves. So for example, a walk, a pirouette, and a dip turn, right? So walk, pirouette, dip turn, okay? And from there, building on that. So you're gonna do it high, we're gonna do it low, walk, pirouette, dip turn. Changing the order, changing the difficulty, 1 hand, 2 hands, maybe a little bit higher off the ground, standing, on the floor, completely on the floor. So just playing around with different movements and speed. Also, if you do not have a book, maybe having a book as a reference or videos from your practice sessions just to look at to gauge like what moves you know, what moves you've learned, and choose some of those moves and adding them in. So again, 3 the least, 5 the most, especially if you're just starting. You do not want to overwhelm yourself while freestyling. Also, if you're in class, definitely freestyle what you learned. Now that may sound weird because it's not necessarily a freestyle, but you want to be able to move in whatever movement you were taught in class comfortably. So if the teacher taught a sequence and she or he or they played one song, they're gonna play another song for freestyle. Play with the tempo. So if the original song was fast, it was like do 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 do. Okay? Now this song is slow. Change the tempo. Make it dramatic. Okay, so that's one way you can freestyle without having to think as much, okay? So I hope these tips were a bit helpful. I know we moved kind of fast, but let me know if this works for you, and if not, let me know what works for you if it's something else, okay? See you next time. Bye.